In today's episode, what we're going to be discussing is linear analysis, or is also known y equals mx plus c analysis. We're going to apply this to the photoelectric effect equation, which is quite a typical exam problem. Okay, so let's get started. We've got a graph over here of the maximum kinetic energy on the y-axis against the frequency of an incoming photon on the x-axis. Okay, well, our first step will be just to write down the equation that links those two quantities together. In this case, that's the photoelectric effect equation. If you want to brush up on this, I'm going to put a link in the description below on a video we did about the photoelectric effect. But anyways, HF is equal to the work function plus the maximum kinetic energy. Now our next step will be to rearrange for whatever it is on the y-axis. In this case, that's maximum kinetic energy. So I'm going to take this equation and all I'm going to do is just rearrange for KEmax. So let's do that. KEmax, well, that's just going to be HF minus the work function phi. Okay, well, let's write down the y equals mx plus c equation directly underneath. So y is equal to mx plus c. Now we can see that, no pun intended, we can see that y is on that Kmax is on the y-axis. We can also see, again, no pun intended, that phi is our c in this case, which is our intercept, which means that our gradient has got to be h. F is also on the x-axis, and that's our y equals mx plus c analysis done. So once again, we've got kinetic energy on the y-axis, we've got phi is our intercept, we've got the frequency on the x-axis, and Planck's constant is our gradient. So let's just write this down. In this case, our gradient m, that's just Planck's constant, and our negative work function is our intercept c. Quite a lot of people forget that negative sign, so we just need to be careful with that. Notice that our intercept over here is negative, which is going to give us a positive value for the work function. Okay, perfect. We can apply this to almost any problem. The sequence is always the same. You write down your equation, you rearrange for whatever is on the y-axis, and you write down y equals mx plus c directly underneath, and then you literally see what's on the y-axis, you literally see what's on the x-axis, you see what the intercept is and what your gradient is going to be. A couple of important points. They may ask you what the physical significance of the x-intercept is, so let's just draw that in red over here. So this is actually your threshold frequency. So it's the threshold frequency above which an electron is going to be emitted. Okay guys, excellent stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and good luck with your studies in A level. See you soon for the next one.